Well, my watch says it's 7:30, and it's time for my fabulous Friday Facebook Live. I am Sue, the Soggy Stamper. Rain or shine, it's stamping time. And I am excited to show you this new card style that I made. It's a fancy fold using the Country Birdhouse stamp set and the corresponding Country Birdhouse dies. So let's get started. I'm going to be using this die, and there's two ways to make this card. This one is a fancier fold than the other one because you fold these in. And this was the original one that I was going to make. I cannot remember who made it. I've watched her video and neglected to save it, so I can't give her proper credit. But at any rate, I thought it'd be really cool because it would be stand up. And it's good, but it almost needs a belly band to keep it shut for when you put it in the envelope. Now this is a smaller card than usual. It measures 4 inches by about 3.5. So it's a smaller, kind of a gift card type thing. You can write a little message in here. I decorated the back like the front because the birdhouse has wood on both sides, of course. I'm using pool party cardstock, and for this card, the measurements, this was a gal in the UK, and so the measurements are in centimeters, but that's okay because our trusty paper trimmer has the centimeter measurements as well as the inches. So the card base is 8 centimeters by 19.4 centimeters and scored at 9.7 in the middle, like this. Then you take your paper trimmer and put this score line, fold line, well, up a little ways so you can see your marks. And so you make a mark at 4 centimeters, and it looks like I'm kind of off on that. Looks like so let me correct that. Okay, make sure the score line is right, straight. Everything's lined up. Let me put it at 4. And then let me double check this way. Put the fold on the 4. Again, it's too low. And what I like about it, put a mechanical pencil in the line there and you can actually make a mark. Like that. Okay, then I'm going to turn it around. Do the same thing on the other side. That one's correct. And I actually don't have to turn it because I could just make a mark there and a mark here. Okay, so it's 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters in the middle here. Oh, and then we're going to do some scoring. So I'm going to line it up. You can use a ruler if you like, if you're not real good at gauging. Line it up like this and score it diagonally between the points that we measured. Like so. And this is going to give us our triangular shape. So, I mean, in the top of the birdhouse. You can do the same sort of thing with a larger card. Okay, and then you just see how it folds down like this. And just work them in. And there's your house. There's the top of your birdhouse. And like I say, it is fairly thick there, and it tends to not stay shut much. So there was another way that I found that is simpler. This is a piece that is 4 inches by 7.5, and it's been scored at 3 3/4, like that. And we're going to put the die so that the edge here is just outside that fold. So everything gets cut but that fold. Can you see how it's just off the fold? Let me go run that through my machine. And you cut it through both thicknesses. And then you have the house opens up like this. And this is a nice flat one. So I kind of prefer this to the other fold. It's not a fancy fold as such, but it's a little flatter, so I like that. And then these dies include several different things. Has a bow that you can hang from a tree, like it's a hanging birdhouse. It has a stand with nice curly legs, so you can have it standing on the ground. Has a die to cut out the bird. This bird, and has a die to do that, except that the center hole is, well, I guess it'd be okay. Yeah, a die to cut it out. The center hole also cuts. Then it has some flower leaves. Oh, it has this die to cut out this bouquet. And let's see what else. A die for this little one. And you could have the base, just the base, a different color. And it's got some flower and leaf designs also, and then things to decorate the roof. So it's a really useful thing along with the die. So I have pre-stamped the bird and the flowers, and I'm going to color them. I'm going to use dark pecan pie for the bird, but I'm going to make him a red robin with a red breast. I love the Stampin' Blends. If you haven't tried them, you should, because you can color them, and with them you can blend them if you want to be really fancy about it, and just use a little bit and have it highlight places where there's not as much. Like, for instance, I might want to make this a little bit lighter, so I would just barely put a little bit in there, and it would soak through to it. But I don't like to take that much time. I'm one of these quick and ready, quick and easy. And then I'm going to add some red. This is Poppy Parade, dark Poppy Parade. So I'm going to add a little bit of red here for his breast. And then dark Daffodil Delight for his beak. I stamped it with Pebbled Path ink because I didn't want to have a really dark background, or a dark outline, I mean. Put that there for that. Okay, and the flowers. Real red. For these two flowers. So when I first looked at the catalog, I wasn't particularly excited about this stamp set. But when I saw the birds, I went, oh, that is so cool. I have to have it. Oh, okay, that was Poppy Parade. And then for the leaves, I'm going to use Granny Apple Green Dark. And then we need to cut them out with the dies. use the bird die first. I stamped them kind of close together, but they'll be okay. I'll bring this back in. I really like this little mini stamp and cut, cut and emboss machine because it fits into my light box just really perfectly. The big cut and emboss is just a little bit bulky for this purpose. So there's the bird. Get the flower die. Skedaddle. Did not stick very well. And there we go. And I have pre-cut the pieces for this using a couple of the Designer Series paper, the Woods one, I'm going to open up the card to lay it on there this time. And I have one for the back. Now with this design, you actually put the die cut piece on, and then you, with your paper snips, cut out around it. But this way, it's already cut out, which makes it so much easier. I love the colors of this particular design of this paper. The paper sold out really fast. So there's our card front. And let me show you with this die. No, I won't, because I don't want to have a circle in the middle of my hole. I've got a 3/4 inch punch. To put there for the hole for the thing. And I've cut some trim for the birdhouse with this die, this one, and with this one. And it has embossing on it too. You can't see it very well from here, but there's an embossing, like it's got, like maybe it was 2 pieces of wood. And let's see, I think this is supposed to fit just inside. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And the white scallop underneath. Oh, I hate using this glue. I get stuff all over my fingers. But it's the best to use when you're going to be moving, needing to position. Like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the back side. Like that. And okay, so this is the front. Put the opening down here. Oh. Okay, bird, where'd you go? There's the bird. Good, pop him and the flowers up with stem dimensionals. Okay, good. Didn't want to have the Stampin' Dimensional showing. The birds stand it right here. And one final thing, a greeting. And I have the stamp. It says, "Hello, friend." And you could put a label if you wanted, but I'm just going to stamp it directly onto the top of the birdhouse with the gray granite. And I'm going to use that line of the birdhouse to line my stamp up. Hello, friend. Uh-oh. Got some speckles on it. Don't rock your stamp, Sue. But there you have it. This is this version that opens this way. I think it's easier to write in here. Oh, I was going to put it inside, a white inside to make it even easier to write. I think I like it better without it. But if it were a dark cardstock base, I would need it for sure. Anyhow, there you have it. A nice little birdhouse mini card. I think it might fit in. No, it's not going to fit into a 3 by 3 envelope. You could punch a little hole at the top and have it for a tag, for a greeting tag on a package. That would be cool. At any rate, this is Sue, the Soggy Stamper, with 2 different ways to make a card with the Country Birdhouse bundle. Thank you for watching. If you have left a comment, I will be sure to respond as soon as I get off the air with this. This is Sue, the Soggy Stamper. My email is sue@soggystamper.com if you have any questions. My blog is www.soggystamper.com, and I will post this up on the blog this weekend, I think. And if you need to order anything like these supplies, first off, I would love to be your demonstrator if you live in the United States and don't already have one. And just drop me an email, sue@soggystamper.com, with your name, your snail mail address, and your phone number, so that I can contact you to make sure you get the catalog. And I'd be happy to send you a catalog for free. You can either use this URL, creationsbysue.stampinup.net, or you can go to my blog, soggystamper.com, and the upper right-hand corner has a Shop Now button, and that's probably the quickest way to go to my online store. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you again next Friday night at 7 o'clock, hopefully. So, bye-bye.